Life. It stands for living in fundamentals every day. And I know there are a lot of people who would say, man, I don't know enough to be able to share my faith out there on the street or talk to anybody about Jesus. I wish I knew more, man. I wish I knew systematic theology. I wish I was able to break it down, more like I watch people break it down. But we had an experience as a family. I have 4 kids. I have a 5-year-old son who has said he's given his heart to the Lord. And I want to show you guys a quick clip of what we caught on tape happening in the backseat of our car. It's a little bit harder to hear, so what we tried to do is put the words up on the screen so you can see what he's actually saying. But so that you have the context, my daughter Jada asked me what the story of Bethlehem was. And Simeon said, I know the story of Bethlehem and I'll tell it to you. And so we thought as a 5-year-old there was no way he would get it right. But I think you'll be amazed by what the Lord does in the hearts of anybody who is willing. Take a look at this. He's right, isn't he? You know that, and I know that. And there are some people who are like, man, he said pine trees instead of palm trees. Man, he's 5. He said he didn't mention the resurrection. No, he mentioned something in some ways that is even more amazing to think about. Not more amazing than the resurrection, but the idea that this 5-year-old got the concept that Jesus is now in heaven with God the Father, and God is going to bring us to heaven because of that. I think that's a phenomenal reality for a 5-year-old to grasp. Now, you might say, he's 5, he doesn't understand that. Well, I'm not 5 and been a Christian for over 20 years, and it's still hard for me to understand, grasp, and fathom. But I tell you what, I believe it. And I'm hoping that if you read your Bible, you'll believe it too and understand that Jesus Christ, according to Hebrews chapter 1, verses 1 through 3, ascended to the Father. He finished the work, and after purging our sin, that is cleansing our sin, he went and sat at the right hand of majesty on high. He's with the Father. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 2 says that as well, that he's the author and the finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him, he endured the cross, despising the shame, and he is seated at the right hand of God the Father. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I hope that you understand that if you look for God anywhere, you'll see him everywhere. And if you look for him everywhere, you'll see him anywhere. Grace and peace.